What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest gaming podcast on the internet, the One Up Gamescast. I'm one of your hosts, Carl Sinclair, joined as always by my brother from another mother, the man with the plan, Master Cheeks in the sheets, Master Chief in the streets, Jack Gibb. Mate, how are you doing? How are you doing, brother?
It's been a roller coaster of a day. Let me tell you one thing, my friend.
I'm ready.
One thing has shone bright all day.
I can feel it.
Nah, that's Battlefield 6.
Mate, it looks good. It looks freaking good, man.
It looks good.
I'm ready.
I don't know how to describe it, but like the red flags, you know what I mean? Like how many red flags can you spot in the list reveal?
Yeah.
Like maybe a couple of tiny ones that they can just like iron out. You know what I mean?
I think the biggest red flag was that we weren't there to play it. I think that was a big red flag that they should really fix for next time.
Can't fix that for this one, but yeah, get it right on the next one.
Jesus Christ,
Mate, I think, we said cautiously optimistic last week.
We did, yes.
I think I'm just optimistic, frankly.
Yeah, I think that's I think they've done what many other developers fail to do, and that is put their money where their mouth is. Including themselves, yeah. That's very true, yeah. No.
I don't look, this conversation's going to assume anyone listening has watched at least the multiplayer trailer.
Yes.
If not, maybe the first half an hour of the reveal, which was curated showcase. Yes. And then following that was more just gameplay and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I don't know where we want to start, but picking up the conversation from last week, the vibe is just right on point.
Yeah, very Battlefield.
When they talk about this being a sequel to Battlefield 3 and 4, yeah, that tracks. That feels right. Like in my mind, if Battlefield 4 came out and then DICE just made Battlefronts for a while, and then this came out, I'd be like, oh yeah, that like tracks in terms of like where I'd expect Battlefield to be at by now, in terms of scope and all that sort of stuff. So, obviously the game might be fucking dog shit by the time we get to play it in October. I don't know, but if I take out the part that I've that part of it that's been hurt so many times before, if we just put that aside for a moment, what a reveal! This is looking good.
Yeah, it was very good. I like the room.
It felt very like 2010 E3, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It was really good. I liked it. I thought it was nice.
But not the E3 where EA was like, we just need one screen. Not that one.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? Yeah.
Sad. But
what the hell?
Hey, this wasn't bad for a Friday morning.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
I just got so much to say, but at the same time, like I'm just basking in the. It's good to see Battlefield at the top again. Now it might fall. I just got to keep saying it. Like it might fall by October. I don't know.
It could.
But it's king shit today, and it feels like a great day. I don't know where else to go with this, but I don't know. Should we talk about some I don't know.
What do you want to talk about? First?
Maybe the scope of the game. Let's talk about the scope of the game. All right. So 4 studios. There's 4 pillars of the game. Campaign being one of them, which we got a little bit of a look at last week, and 30-second look at today for some fucking reason. What a waste of time that was. But anyway, looks good. So that's one pillar. Pillar number 2 is the multiplayer that I want to say know and love, but that's been a while. The multiplayer has it all, though. I think it has everything that you could realistically ask for. We've got big maps, 64 players, jets, tanks, helicopters, that fucking works. We've got maps that are clearly designed for squad deathmatch, team deathmatch, those smaller game modes. And let me tell you, mate, squad deathmatch is my favorite mode, believe it or not. So it's good to see that there's some catering for that. That's usually the first server that die, though. So we got to play that early when the game comes out. Big fan of that. Domination's great. Obviously, yeah, your conquest, your rush. I haven't really played Breakthrough a whole ton, but it's good to see that there as well. There's a game mode called Escalation that's new, which is nice. I don't know. Do you know more about that? Because I don't know a ton. It looks kind of like how what's the game we've been playing? Something Force?
Delta Force.
It's Delta Force. It kind of looks like how the Delta Force mode works, but shit just gets more hectic towards the end.
Yeah. Basically, it's like two teams fight to capture control points, and then there's going to be a massive fight at the end of the match to determine the winner. Is basically the feeling you get from it.
Yeah, that looks interesting.
The battles just keep escalating.
So, yeah, and then there's 9 multiplayer maps. One of those is Operation Firestorm from Battlefield 3, which is fan favorite. Maybe not my personal favorite, but definitely like top 3 or 4 from that game. So good to see. Bunch of fresh maps. We've got like fucking maps set in Brooklyn and New York and stuff. We've got maps. Actually, I think it's just New York. I don't know how the boroughs work exactly, but yeah, it's in that area.
It's in Brooklyn.
We've got
Yeah.
Brooklyn. There's 2 maps set in Brooklyn though, right?
Yes.
Or in Manhattan or something.
I think they're both Brooklyn, and I think like one's
Right.
significantly bigger than the other one. I think they're going with what we were talking about last week, that like there's 2 maps for each location. One is significantly bigger than the other. So you got like a smaller map for the smaller modes and a big map for the bigger modes.
I think that's really good. Very wise.
Yes.
Because like Operation Firestorm, Team Deathmatch isn't like that's a conquest map. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you can
it's a
play
big
Team
boy map.
Deathmatch on it, but like you can sort of tell it wasn't designed with that in mind at first.
Yeah.
Whereas these maps look like they've really been designed with everything in mind, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, the map variety looks really good. We've got maps on mountains, we've got maps in deserts, we've got maps, just everywhere.
We got Firestorm. We got a map called Upper Town in Gibraltar. We have a Cairo map in Egypt. We have a Yini district in Tajikistan, and Brooklyn. A couple of maps in Brooklyn in the USA.
Yeah, very exciting. That mountain map looked particularly good. There's a similar map in Battlefield 3 or 4. And it's just really cool because like the jets can't like dominate the infantry.
Yeah.
Because like it's just really it's very well balanced, that sort of stuff.
We also got Portal. Portal is back, and it allows you
mate.
to create your own maps, custom maps.
When the producer from Ripple came out, I think it was her, and she came out and she was like, here to talk about Portal. I was like, this presentation's going well. Put it back in the box. Why do we just put that back in the case and just put that to the side? Why do we need Portal? Like this shit just sucks. Turns out they've been cooking some Halo Forge level shit.
Yeah, it's just Forge. Like Portal's just become Forge. Like honestly, great place to
Halo
take
3 and Halo Reach, I would say.
Yeah. It's like Baby Forge. Like this is Battlefield's Baby Forge, and like this is where I hope they take Portal going forward. You know what I mean? Just like keep it on this trajectory. I like it a lot. I think it'll work. I'm really excited to get in and try it. I'm really excited to see what other people create because I am not a creative person. So I'm really excited to see what other people cook up. I think it's going to be sick.
I think I'm just keen to play. Like the fact that they showed off that classic Halo mode where like the warthogs are going down the mountain.
Yeah.
The fact they just showed that off straight away, I was like, okay, well, you guys get the vibe. This is good.
Yeah, I'm also kind of excited for like people to take it super serious because like one of our big things is like, I wonder what maps they're going to remake. You know what I mean? If we get if we get a remake of a map that we don't like, it'll be interesting to see if someone can go into Portal and remake it and actually make tweaks and make it work. Or, like it'd be cool if there was like, all right, go into Portal. I want Operation Firestorm, and you can just have Operation Firestorm map and you can make tweaks to it to make it sort of your own and make it better or make it significantly worse. Like imagine you took that and you just added one lane. like it would be like, I'd be interested to see what they do.
I'm quite excited thinking about the possibilities. Something that I've always thought makes maps like Firestorm good is like in the helicopters and jets, there's a lot of tall shit. There's a lot of shit to dodge. Like Caspian Border, love Caspian Border, but like that antenna was all the problem. The only problem the jets had was one antenna, right?
Yeah.
Firestorm, a lot of oil pipes, gas pipes, what the fuck they're doing there. But like, imagine they just come along and they're just like, fuck it, we're just going to make a map that just makes the jet play like super complicated and there's actually 8 jets on this map or whatever. Like it's
like a trench run from Star Wars, like you're just constantly veering through everything. Oh, that would be so sick, bro.
Yeah, you can actually,
that would be
like
so
actually
cool.
Practice it as well. And stuff.
Bro.
You've consumed a lot more of this than me.
So
I
much
saw something
today.
in the trailer that I'm not sure if it's right. So on the mountain map, when you spawn into a jet, it's already flying.
Okay. Yeah.
But on the Firestorm map in the original multiplayer trailer, they show jets taking off.
Yes.
But it's from like a cinematic perspective.
Yes.
Is there a bit of
watching all the gameplay I've seen today, the only time I see a lot of the people I was watching today, and I tried to like bounce around to a whole bunch of different creators. I went Tim the Tap Man, the worst of the worst, to Scump, the best of the best. You know what I mean? Like I jumped around between. They barely touched vehicles. The only person I seen touch a vehicle was, I forget his name, but he's a Warzone creator and he's very, very funny. His name will probably come to me before the end. When he got into a jet that was already in the air, but I think somebody else was piloting it. I think he joined a teammate in the air. and Scump got into a helicopter and instantly fucking blew it up. Like, he couldn't fly it to save his life. Like, he tried to take off and he hit like a power pole. Like, he hit one of those big electrical power thingos and then just flipped it and it blew up. So I haven't seen much vehicle gameplay today because people suck with them. But no, it would appear that, you've got a little bit of both. Like, when he got into the helicopter, it was parked. Like, it was in an area where there were other vehicles and he was taking off and he was doing what he had to do. Crashed it straight away. But and then when old mate joined the jet in the air, I think somebody else was piloting it and they just put him in the passenger seat. I think it was like an F-22 and he was in the passenger seat on board.
Maybe I saw a similar thing then. Yeah,
because
I need more information on the jets because the jet's already flying. Just doesn't do it for me. You gotta have the full takeoff experience.
Yeah. I'm really hoping we get that. But dude, this is gonna sound so fucking stupid. But I'm so excited. Like, I hope it's like, I just want to be on an aircraft carrier and I just want to take off the aircraft carrier and it's got to be pinpoint accurate. Otherwise you're going into the drink. You know what I mean? Like, I need this. Like, that would be so cool. But yeah, I didn't see a lot of vehicle gameplay today. And to be fair, I felt like they really did their best to keep the creators on the smaller maps as well. That was something I noticed a lot. A lot of the gameplay seemed small.
You invite 100 Call of Duty players to your event. Like, probably just best to keep it on the floor.
Honestly, they don't understand big maps. They don't get it. The biggest map they play with is Warzone.
No, I think it's kind of marketing. I just they play it to the audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Yeah.
And look, some of the best Battlefield maps in history, like Operation Metro and stuff, there's no vehicles.
True. Yeah, that is fair.
Battlefield could do an infantry map. There's nothing wrong with that.
I did enjoy seeing them, I did enjoy seeing a lot of these COD creators, though, like, jumping into a tank for the first time and just tearing shit up, and, like, one guy...
They're have more fun than they anticipate.
Honestly, there was one dude who clearly has just played COD, who was like, he's like, I see this guy in the top window, and he shoots at the top window while in a tank, and then the building just disappears, and he's like, oh my fucking god! Like, I was like, yeah, man. That's what happens when you shoot a building with a freaking tank. Like, it doesn't just stand there and take it. Like, it's gone, bro. He's like, oh my god, like, yeah. And I think the thing that made me laugh wasn't the fact that he was like, oh my god, it was that he did that and didn't get a kill. He just completely missed whoever he was aiming at, but he took out the building, but was still so proud of himself. Like, hell yeah. Like, he can't get me now.
Like when I was watching some of the videos, I was like, is this possibly too much destruction? You know what I mean? Like, is it possibly just a smidge too much here, to be honest? And I shouldn't say that. That's blasphemy. But I was watching a clip, and it sounds very similar to what you watched. There was a couple of people in a building. Tank rolls up, takes the facade off. But the guys in the building, like, they just duck and cover. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can't, like, you can sort of survive, similar to Battlefield 3, as the building's coming down. There's things you can do to survive, and it's not like it just disappears in one go. So,
well, I think a lot of people are on the same track of, like, there's a lot of destruction, because one of the ideas I came up with, so after finding out that Portal is basically Forge, I've been thinking, like, what kind of game modes could you make in here? And I was thinking, wouldn't it be freaking sick if, like, Splatoon, how, like, your goal is to cover the place in paint? I was like, what we need to do, I just need to make a game mode, 2 teams, 64 players on each team, everyone spawns in with a hammer, and it's just a destruction game mode. It's like whoever can take out the most buildings on the map before the other just starts smacking shit down. Like, because it's crazy. Like, the sledgehammer also mixes up, like, how battles are going to happen indoors. You know what I mean?
Who gets the sledgehammer? Which class?
I think it's might be engineer, but I'm not sure. It could, it could end up being. Yeah, I don't know because
engineer or support personally.
Yeah, the thing that engineer. I don't know. The thing that threw me off today, and this is going to sound stupid because I was like watching one of the videos, and one of the videos has someone with an LMG who then like pulls out the sledgehammer and bashes down the floor, and then they're breaking down the glasses, and they're like, and medics are masters of the machine gun. I'm like, are they? That doesn't feel right. Like, I feel like every game since the dawn of time has made me think medics get SMGs. Like, a medic without a Vector feels weird. A medic without an MP7, but no, they're just rocking around with a saw. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, I'm here for it.
No, back in the day, medic had an LMG.
It's just like everything going forward has been like medics need to be quick and fast and pull out little SMGs. I'm like, okay, I understand this. So it's nice to see them get some firepower, because normally they like pop in, heal, pop out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, feels like they'll be able to hold down a point, which is great, with cover and everything as well. So good.
Yeah, true. Because back in the day, I'm trying to think how it worked, but medic and support were not one class. So the ammo carrier and the medic were two separate classes. It really incentivized you to have one of each class on your team.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like this class system, like the fact that the assault person gets a stim really diminishes the medic's value. The fact that everyone can revive, albeit a little bit slowly, really diminishes the medic's value. So I think to offset that, they've gone, hey, medic, you also carry the ammo.
Yeah. Do you want to break down the classes?
Both, though.
Do you want to break down the classes? So
this
is the breakdown we got. So the assault class, their signature gadget is the adrenaline injector. It's a powerful self-administered stimulant to enhance fighting capability, temporarily boosts sprint speed and reduces explosive damage, provides resistance to debuffs, and makes enemy footsteps easier to hear. Your signature weapon is the assault rifle. Faster draw and switch times, plus better sprint recovery. Your signature trait is soft landing, reduces all fall damage and no movement speed penalty after falling. Another thing is you can also equip another primary. You could equip another primary in your secondary slot as well. That was another thing.
This is the class I'm probably least I feel like it's not quite right. Like it's not
Battlefield enough.
It's the least Battlefield class there is.
Yeah.
I think one thing needs to go. Like, if the adrenaline has to stay for the COD junkies, then get rid of the fucking secondary primary weapon. That's fucked.
Yeah.
You've already got an assault rifle, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, true. The engineer class, signature gadget, the repair tool, a blowtorch that to repair friendly vehicles and equipment, can also damage enemy assets. Extended use will temporarily overheat the tool. The signature weapon of the engineers, the SMG. It has improved hipfire control. The signature trait, the flak jacket, decreases damage taken from explosives. The support class. The support gadget is the supply bag, a deployable bag that resupplies all nearby infantry with ammo for gadgets, weapons, and regenerates health more efficiently, even when under fire. The signature weapon, the LMG. There is no sprint speed penalty while using an LMG. Signature trait, quick revive. Faster drag and stationary revives. You get 20% more speed and minus 0.5 second duration. You also have the ability to drop a bit of cover as well. And I also liked that they showed it off in the trailer. It was like, while you're dragging, you're healing. But it doesn't fully heal until you stop. So you can shoot while you're being dragged, which I liked a lot. I thought that was cool. And then Recon. Signature gadget, the motion sensor. This device detects and displays the position of nearby moving enemies, vehicles, and gadgets on team members' minimaps. Enemy infantry can remain undetected while moving in crouch or prone. The device emits a sound audible to hostiles. The signature weapon, the sniper. Stabilized aim by holding breath and rechamber quickly up between shots. Signature trait, auto spot. Looking at hostiles while in ADS marks them as a spotter.
Man, these classes, look, it's way better than 2042. You know what I mean? This is a significantly good step in the right direction. It just feels like an 80% step, not 100. You know what I mean? There's just a few things that it's like, oh man. Yeah, the medic class as well. So it sounds like everyone's health regens eventually anyway. So the medic's fucking useless. They really had to add the ammo stuff in.
Yeah.
That was really required to make that class.
Well, that's why he's called support. Because he's just there to support everybody.
Yeah. The assault class never used to exist, is my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
That class just wasn't a fucking... Yeah, look, a couple of concerns. So, really, if you play the lockdown mode, where your classes are locked to... Sorry, the guns, like assault rifle, LMG, sniper, are locked to their appropriate classes, then I feel like this'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this'll work. I think if you're playing the unlocked class, you gotta have, the sniper has C4, right? That's a big part of the sniper class. And the thing about C4 is it's the most powerful explosive. However, you've got to walk up to someone to use it. You've got to put yourself at risk to give it away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're carrying a sniper. So going in close quarters with the C4 with your sniper, there's a huge risk and trade-off and balance there.
Yes.
But no, I'm just gonna like if I play in the unlocked playlist, I'm gonna play sniper with an assault rifle. There's no fucking way I'm gonna be like not taking an assault rifle of a C4 into a building. You know.
Yeah.
Now that might create moments that are cool in a lot of ways, but yeah, I'm stoked that the beta is going to have locked classes available, and it sounds like at launch that'll also be the case, regardless of how the beta goes. So I hope we at least shake out a consensus on which way we should go in the future. Whether it's the result I want or not, I don't know. But yeah, this class system though, to get out of the negatives for a minute, significantly better than 2042.
Yes.
And it's good to see that they're taking it so seriously. It's sort of copying it on the chin a little bit. Like I feel like they've been really. Like in that presentation this morning, they just kept saying the word, and this is back, and that is back, and they just kept saying the word back, and every time they said the word back, people would clap, and it's like, it might be sad, but that's where we're at, and we'll take it.
We'll take it. We should actually mention they did. We have got a date as well. It's October 10th. It was leaked to us, but yeah, it is officially October 10th, everybody. So get excited. Yeah, dude. We were talking about pillars before we stopped. So we got the campaign pillar, the multiplayer pillar.
Yeah.
What was the third pillar? What was it? Oh, portal.
Portal.
Fourth pillar. Should we touch on the fourth pillar?
We should touch on the fourth pillar.
It's
golf. Somewhat.
Somewhat.
The fourth pillar does indeed appear to be a battle royale.
Yes.
There was probably 6 or 7 seconds of sort of teaser there.
And let me tell you, very exciting.
If you had said yesterday, Jack, will you give a shit about the Battlefield Battle Royale? Like, whatever, it comes when it comes, like, whatever.
Yep.
Seeing that golf cart go into the pool.
Yep.
I really did it. I really did it. Because it tells me that this Battle Royale is going to have the mechanisms and mechanics that the main game doesn't to make the Battle Royale fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just a big map with a fucking circle,
No. Do you know what it told me?
What's that?
I think it's set in LA.
It did look that way.
It looks like Los Angeles. It looks like Beverly Hills, LA. That's what it looked like to me personally. Just like looking at that area, it gave just like the overall look of the place. I'm like, wow, this looks very Dead Island, which was set in LA. Yeah.
If they're willing to do war in Brooklyn, I mean, Battle Royale in Los Angeles, that probably just right.
Like, it means we're not set in a desert, and I'm really excited for a Battle Royale that isn't set around fucking sand. And a Battlefield Battle Royale set in an urban environment with buildings fucking everywhere means that each time you jump into this game with the destruction, with the vehicles, you will have so many different experiences. I think it's going to be really, really hard for you to strategize in a Battle Royale where the building that you might like to hold up in one round could be completely gone in the next. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's really going to mix up how a Battle Royale is played. It's going to change every single time. And with it being so, if it is LA, this is me doing a lot of if it is, with it being such an urban area, with it being with so many tall buildings, it's really gonna promote, I think, more teamwork, honestly. It's less about running over an open field and praying that we all make it to the other end. And it's more about, all right, we need to get up this building. Oh shit, a helicopter's just gone over the top. Oh my God, what's a jet doing here? Oh my God, there's a tank rolling through. It's going to be like, all right, cool. We need to stay up and move across. And I'm so excited because I'm really sick and tired of dirt. I feel like we see so much freaking dirt. I'm so sick of the maps being orange. If we're going to have an urban environment where the golf cart's flipping into pools, and they're obviously bringing back, it's not some... Here's the only other thing that I thought about when I'm like, oh, this looks like LA. And then they turn around and it's a big ring of fire. And I'm like, in LA?
Yeah.
Guys?
Yeah.
Guys?
I think they really should have just... I don't know how you do it in a teaser and make the marketing team happy, but they really should have just mentioned that, hey, we've done a Battle Royale before that was surrounded by fire. This is just our way of doing things. Don't mind us.
It's like, hey, remember that Battle Royale none of you played? Yeah. We've done this before. Yeah. I'm keen for an urban battle royale.
I want it to be more Blackout than Warzone. You know what I mean? Like I got the vibe off that small teaser that, like, you know, just based on that golf cart, it's like that's not going to be in the main multiplayer, you know, or maybe it is, but like it just feels like there's going to be things designed for this specifically.
Mate, I seen the golf cart and I'm like, I cannot wait for someone to make a golf cart racing track in Portal.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's probably where a lot of this stuff's coming from.
Honestly, yeah.
I think Portal's gonna be crazy. It's but yeah, as with the 4 pillars like campaign, multiplayer, Portal, and battle royale, that feels good. That feels great. The price of the game is normal as well. Actually, I should probably check what it is at EB because that's usually like the max.
109, and I believe the Phantom Edition is like 149 or 169 or something like that.
Yeah, 150. Yeah. So the RRP is $110. That's just normal game, right?
Yep.
Damn, that's actually pretty cool to see.
And the fact that like the Phantom Edition is like only like an additional $40, and I think you're getting $40 worth of value out of all that DLC. Like, you know, they had to develop it.
I think pass and things like that.
You do, yeah. You get the battle pass. You get like a whole bunch of stuff that's just there for you day one, which is cool. It's basically the Vault Edition. Like, it is equivalent to the Vault Edition for Call of Duty. But I would say, what's the Vault Edition normally worth? Is that normally 150?
Roughly, give or take.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's fair enough.
There was one little call out though, like on a lot of the trailers that they played today, right at the end, it was like additional in-game purchases available or optional in-game purchases available or something.
Yeah.
And based on like that, they just kept showing it so much, and it's like the more they show it, the more worried I'm gonna get. But based on the skins and stuff that are in the Phantom Edition, which to be fair, Call of Duty's Vault Edition usually has toned down skins, usually, not always. It does feel like the in-game extras are not crazy yet.
They were questioned about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were questioned. Hang on, let me get the exact quote. Vince was asked about it, and Vince basically replied with, "We are a modern military shooter." Like, basically saying, like, we are not doing crazy shit. We're doing...
And you know why I believe him? Because
it's
Apex
Vince,
Legends...
and he doesn't lie to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that as well. But Apex Legends, that if they did a crazy crossover, we'd probably be down for, hasn't.
Yep. I think the most crazy thing they've done is Final Fantasy, and none of the characters look like Final Fantasy characters. They look like Apex characters cosplaying.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I believe him, but, you know, that might change in a year or two. I don't know, but I think we're going to be good for a bit.
I can see them just sticking completely military. Because, I mean, if you really wanted to, like, there is enough, like, military, quote-unquote military content out there for you to do, like, branded military skins. You know what I mean? I can't find the quote, but basically it was like, yeah, we're a military shooter set in modern times. You know, we're not gonna, like, basically they're not planning on doing anything crazy. And I would say the only thing we got to worry about in terms of like, I feel like the additional purchases is going to be like, you know how they do those fast track packs for each like class? Where it's like, hey, you want to max out your medic class early?
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Play the game, you lazy piece of poop.
Didn't they introduce that way after launch though? Like, if that's a year 2 thing, I'll be less hot.
I feel like traditionally it has been introduced way after, but I feel like Battlefield 2042 and Battlefield 5 had it early.
You might be right. I just didn't pay those games enough attention to care.
Yeah, I feel like they had it way earlier, because I feel like Battlefield 1 had them like a good nearly year, but I feel like Battlefield 5 had them like 3 months after launch, and I mean, 2042 was just trying to get shit in the game. Like, they just wanted people to play. But yeah. I mean,
you remember Battlefield 2042, that map where there's just like a big cube building in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, what a fucking joke. These maps look so evenly dense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, these maps look spread out appropriately. You know, it just the map design I think's come a long way. It something feels right about
I've
it
seen
all.
a really good image that was like, it was basically someone being like, we might be back. And it was like a Battlefield 3 map and a Battlefield 6 map. And they both look very similar. And it's like, yeah, maybe. We might be.
I see something similar actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And that's a vibe thing as well, you know. But I was thinking like, you know, in Battlefield 2042, we played it at launch, if not very close to launch.
Yeah, we were there.
And I remember like, what's that map where like the sand's blown into the city, and it's just like,
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I forget what it's called, though. I didn't commit any of the maps to memory, like the names of the
nah,
maps.
yeah, it's the one that's like got a stadium off to the side or whatever.
Yeah.
I still remember one time like we wanted to walk from point like E to D, and we were just like walking for minutes, nothing,
Yep.
absolutely nothing, a bit of sand to walk on, like, just fucking nothing.
That was like,
Whereas like
the worst one
I was
was,
just gonna say,
yeah, sorry, go on.
Battlefield 3, there's like a map that's quite similar. All the POIs are spread out. It's a tank map. But you can still like it's farmland with like things to like prone behind or crawl through grass. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not nothing. You know? It's
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Well, I just feel like we'll be fine. Like, a lot of what we've seen, like Brooklyn, very dense. Like, there's always going to be something to sort of like do.
Oh, totally. But a good variety of maps too. I think that's important as well. Sorry, I spoke over to you before. What were you gonna say?
No. I was going to say the worst freaking map for 2042 with like in terms of nothing. Do you remember that map where like half of it's green and half of it's desert?
Oh my god!
That
They
was
reworked
fucking
it to
terrible.
bring like everything in 400 meters, and it was still
Yeah, and it was still way too much area of nothing, and you're
it's
just
so
walking through
flat.
nothing.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah,
that
that
was the worst one because it had
It's
one
like-
building and then it had one like agriculture thing on the other side.
Half a warehouse or something.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And because when that map was revealed, that was the map that was most interesting to me. I'm like, oh, the tug of war sort of situation with the wall in the middle. No, it was just fucking horseshit. There was like one entrance to the wall, but like I don't know, there was like zip lines added later on. Just fucking shit. 4,000
People-
snipers sitting up there.
That's what I was gonna say. People would just like get up high with a snipe on either side, or would pull up with a tank and watch the hole.
Yeah.
I do believe they ended up adding tunnels underneath the wall
Yeah,
for you to come out either side, but
I didn't play the rework a lot, but that seemed like one of the reworks they put the most effort into.
they really wanted that map to work. I think just because it was visually, it was very interesting. I liked it visually. As in terms of playing on something like that, dog shit. Dog
Yeah,
shit.
and like the individual POIs weren't bad. Like as in, if you're fighting over one point for a little bit of a longer battle, like could be quite interesting. But yeah, as soon as you're spawning out in the field or something,
It looked
Lost
like
interest.
the secret base to a Bond villain. And if that was like a level in a Bond
Yeah.
game, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is cool. But it's a freaking
Battlefield.
it's a military shooter, you know?
Well, if you compare that to the farm map in Battlefield 3, I can't quite remember what it's called, but again, it's for the tanks. And like you've got all the farmland, the farmhouse, like all the buildings all spread out, you know, tank warfare. Then there's a fucking river for the boats. Like it's just instantly more interesting.
Yeah, dude.
Instantly. Like tanks versus boats, like fuck yeah. Nah, not this. We're gonna put a big concrete wall. We're gonna have that like the line right down the middle. And just block everything.
That's like if 2042 had a battle royale, that would have been on that map. That's the vibe I get. Like this was built for a battle royale. This was supposed to be a POI on a battle royale that didn't happen, so they just
You know, I think what Battlefield 2042 probably where they went wrong. I mean, we could probably talk for hours why they went wrong and all the places they went wrong. But the crazy weather system, like
yeah.
that clearly took up too much time to develop. Like that clearly took away a lot of good engineers off fun problems and put them on that. Because like even on that map where the fucking cyclone comes in, like it's not like it's cool, but it's not like fun. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh no, there's a cyclone, I better move. Like
Yeah, it was yeah. It makes a great trailer.
fucking tastic trailer, absolutely. But like not that fun to be in, not that fun to be around. Like, ugh.
So I found one of the quotes on the skin situation. So, quote, what I will say is that what's really important to us is that all things feel grounded. We want people to express themselves and have cool skins and peacock in a way that's like, I look pretty cool and I have a great weapon skin, but we want it to feel authentic to the franchise. That's the approach we're thinking, and that's the approach we're going with.
That feels like a pretty good rule in 2025. Like, it's got to have a store. We all know that. No one's sitting there going, get rid of the store. It's just keep it grounded. Yeah,
Yeah, it also feels like their approach is literally like when they drop a skin, they also want it to sort of feel class specific as well. Like if they drop a skin, they want it to look like a recon skin. So if it's a recon person,
I like that a lot.
It's like it's easy to determine what that person does. Do you know what I mean? Like they're gonna have like if they drop like oh, you can buy this skin, it'll change for each different thing. You know, like oh, that will distinctively be recon, that'll distinctively be assault, that'll distinctively be support. That looks like an engineer. You know what I mean?
Which now that you've said that, I'm just opening up the Phantom Edition thing. It comes with 4 soldier skins. One's clearly the recon.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ghillie and shit. Although, yeah. I'm pretty sure I can tell which one the assault is. And then the other 2 I'll probably figure out as I play more. I like that a lot.
I do as well. And I was going to ask this, right? So I feel like it is inevitable that they're eventually going to branch out and they'll do some sort of skin from a movie franchise, something or other. What's your don't go past this point
limit? Yeah, I don't know. Like if it comes to movies, like I'm not against like thinking Call of Duty when like Rick Grimes and stuff was added, right?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't feel crazy. Like it was a little bit, but it's like, you know, the graphics and stuff like that sort of matched my expectation. When they add American Dad, I'm like, oh, what's what's going on here? So I think like in that sense, like I think for the first year they should just stick to like iconic like war movies or things of that nature. Maybe like I don't even know what a good example would be, but like for me personally, it'd be like let's get like one of Gerard Butler's movies or something, or like White House Down, or I don't know, even like those sorts of movies. Like I'd be, if they wanted to add celebrities in, I just want it to be like from something that feels grounded in like America's been attacked, like that sort of vibe to it. But to be honest, I'd rather that be like 6 months away, a year away. Like I'd rather that be like how they sort of, the marketing team get the game back on the shelf in a year's time.
Yeah.
I kind of hope we see none of it for a while personally, but you know, I'm realistic as well. Like they're selling the game at what I would actually say is a reasonable price, and you know the store's gonna have to do something at some point. What are your sort of take on the same question?
Yeah, I want them to keep it sort of. I was like thinking like what could be like something that. I just keep thinking like I feel like the one of the skins that they added to COD that was like I feel like this could work, like the Dune skins, the soldiers in white. Like I could see Battlefield adding something like that, and it would just like it wouldn't be too crazy. You know what I mean? Like they're just the military in that movie. You know what I mean? And you could add like change it up. You know, give him like a ghillie looking suit. Give the one of them like I think that could be something. I don't want them to do it. It's just like a thought. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be against I don't want no like celebrities running around in the game, at least for like a year. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Even if it is based on like a war movie or something, I don't need that. Like I like what Delta Force did, where they like clearly the Black Hawk Down stuff. Like they have Black Hawk Down packs for each of the soldiers that like represents a soldier from the film, and it's like I like that, but they don't change the face of the soldier. Like they just take inspiration, which I like a lot. Like I'd love to see that. You know what I mean? And add that in, make these guys feel like they wouldn't be out of place in that movie instead of making them someone from that movie.
I have a couple more ideas. Like, if they were like, "Hey, here's the Sergeant Johnson skin," and you can play Sergeant Johnson, and he's fully kitted like he's in the military, I'd buy that.
Yeah, fair.
Like, I wouldn't even hesitate. I'd be, that would be instant. Wouldn't even think about it.
Like 2042 just did this, and I'll find the image and send it to you when the podcast is done. But they added Mass Effect skins, but they're not like sci-fi. They were like, they took military uniforms and just mass affected them. Would you be against them doing something like that?
I think in a year's time, I'd be open to anything like that for sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
If that was like a pre-order bonus, I'd be like, fuck off. But I'd be down for that. Because I think the thing with a live service game is eventually, it's like Siege, same thing. Like eventually you've sort of got to compromise a little bit. Like the game's got to remain viable and alive. And, if a bit of cross-marketing gets that across the line, then, so be it. Like the Borderlands skins in Siege are done really well.
Yeah,
in my mind with that stuff. Not at all. And Siege is a bit harder because you've got a roster of 100 characters and the skins available for one. Whereas in Battlefield, if they only got 4 skins they've got to worry about, that's pretty good. I'm cool with that.
Not for
Question
a year,
for you,
everyone.
mate.
Not for a year.
For a year. Give us a year.
Give us
one
a
good
military shooter for a year. Come on.
Yeah, if we do a second year, we'll be
Actually, I was thinking about this. Do you know what skin I would actually freaking love?
What's that?
Now, this is going to sound really stupid, but it's one of those things that's like I would really love it in like a year's time. Like, you know how like Call of Duty have like their cel-shaded skins and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I would love the soldier from the cover of Battlefield 3, but like with that color, like the black and white, but with the big orange just running around the field. Like that's just like the color he looks like. I feel like that would be fucking sick. Like,
I'd drop $15 for that.
yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that would be really cool. Like, if they did like the cover soldiers. Like, imagine if that was like a bundle that they did. Like, they just started doing cover soldiers from the Battlefield games. Like, that would be cool.
That's the perfect level of crazy. Where if the whole squad was wearing that, that'd be sick.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Battlefield game.
Oh, that would be sick, dude. Yeah, like we dibs 3 and 4. I don't care what everybody else gets after that. Like, we dibs the good ones.
Poor fuck, he gets 5.
Oh my god. The 2040 Jordan gets 2042.
Oh no.
He's just blue.
No, there'll be Bad Company as well. There'll be some good choices.
Oh, Bad Company. Oh, dude, a Bad Company bundle would be sick. Like, imagine like a grenade skin that looks like the grenade and has like the smiley face on it. And dude.
Oh, true.
I would actually fuck with that. I would fuck with that.
There
Damn it.
was one other thing in the trailer that I was a little bit like, I'd have to play that before I can make a judgment on it. Right? I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
So Battlefield 2042 obviously had the grapple bullshit to get up on roofs and shit. And it just changed the whole dynamic of how the game works. And honestly, might be the worst thing they added to the game. And that's a big call because there's a lot of shit in there. The ladders to get through the windows on the second level of buildings.
Yes.
In Battlefield 6.
Yep.
A lot more grounded, a lot more realistic. Pretty cool they got it working. But that does change the dynamic of buildings a lot. Like, before that moment in the trailer, I was like, okay, so to get into building, you can go the stairs, probably a ladder outside that's static, or blow the fucking building to Kingdom Come.
I guarantee you
Now we can
will
go
try that for a
first.
week, mate. They'll try that for a week. I think people are going to run those fuckers over. I feel like an APC is going to come through and hit them. I feel like it's one of those things that's like, this looks great in a trailer. Will people try this?
I mean, they'll try it.
They'll give it a go for the first few weeks. It'll be one of those things where it's like, you guys will never guess how I won this game. How? I pulled out one of my ladders. Yeah, I don't believe you. Like, it'll be one of those things.
I think in Conquest, 64 players in Brooklyn, I think they're going to be fucking useless. I think in Squad Deathmatch, where there's only 20 people on the field, it's a bit slower pace. They'll become more relevant, and whether that becomes more fun or less fun, I don't know. But yeah, I think you're right. The big scale of things, you're just going to knock the building over. Honestly.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think they're going to be used for clutch moments. Do you know what I mean? Like, we know people are in this building. We need to get in. Let's just pull out one of these ladders, get the fuck in, go to town, and pray. Because I was thinking, I mean, it's a cool idea. What would have worked a lot better, and I was thinking about it because, you know, in Peak, how you got the rope and you can like deploy it down and then to the side. I was like, man, they like bring the grapple back, but in a different way. Instead of grappling up, like have a gun that like shoots a rope down that allows people to scale a building. Like that would have been a lot better.
That'd be quite loud as well.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like one dude zipping up. Like, give us the ability to like, hey, one guy actually got to the roof. He fought through. He pulls out his little grapple, shoots it down. People start scaling up the side, and then it's like, makes a big noise when you shoot it off. You know, like it's risk and reward sort of thing. I think it'll be interesting. See, Battlefield is one of those games where we're going to know how people are going to play this thing. Like, I think we'll know by the end of the beta how people are going to play this. And I just think if we see those ladders being used a lot, I will be surprised. But I'm not against it either, because I'm down for them to try new things.
Yeah, totally. And it'll probably be one class that gets them as well.
Yeah, like I could say, man, give it to support. They need it. But they've got the shield that bops down. So I'm thinking maybe that's an engineer thing. But engineers working on vehicles, like,
well, to be fair though,
recon would make sense to have something like that. Actually.
Support might get to choose between a ladder or a shield. Or
oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. The Battlefield's very like that. You get 2 gadget slots and then 10 to pick from.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think I hope there's a couple of buildings as well occasionally that are a bit stronger. Like as in, take an extra few tank rounds to crumble. Like it'd be good to have a few strongholds every now and then, but
well, I mean, it would make
it's hard to complain about the destruction.
I was going to say, you could make that make sense. Like in the Brooklyn map, you could have like a government building be reinforced in order to take shell shots and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're in the police station. That's specifically designed to take a hit. Oh, we're in the embassy. That's specifically designed to fight off people coming to fuck with them.
Yeah, it takes like double the shells.
Yeah. It's like it's like having a little fortress, and if you had one for each team to sort of like take control. Well, that'd be a sick game mode. Yeah, like take out the other person's fortress, like embassy. That would be sick.
In the portal, the big skyscraper looking things are just concrete, so I don't think they're coming down.
They are. They're there to stay. I'm actually looking forward to that. The elevator game. Some of the funniest clips ever are when people open up the elevator door and there's like 100 dudes there, and it's like, I'm ready. Like, let's go. No, I'm keen. I'm excited.
Yeah, feels good. It feels good. The thing that's going to suck though is, back when Battlefield 3 came out, you could put 30 hours into it over a weekend. Those days are gone, sadly.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah. I hope this thing runs on the ROG Ally because
yeah, that's fair.
Take that with me.
Yeah, Battlefield on the go. No, I like that. I like that.
Hey, you put the specs up on the website. Actually, they're not unreasonable.
No, they're fine. I was surprised.
I mean, yeah. Look, it's easy for me to say, like, if your PC's not going to run it, like, that's obviously rough. But given what this game's doing. And then we see the specs. I'm like, you know what? That's not. I'm just trying to get them up on the thing over here. Yeah, so we're looking at for 1080p 30 frames. We're looking at a 2060 RTX and an i5 8400, 16 gig of RAM and 75 gig hard drive. To be fair, though, you're probably going to want to push a few extra frames. So to get to 1440p 60 frames at high settings, that was low before, this is at high, you need a 3060 Ti and an i7 10700 or a Ryzen 7 3700X and an SSD. So, look, I mean, that's, for what the game's doing, that doesn't feel too fucked. And I think it's going to run, I get the impression it's going to be 60 frames on Xbox and PlayStation. I could be wrong, but it seems like they've done some good optimizing so far. I mean, we'll play the beta and find out, if that's not the case. But
do you want to?
Just wanted to point out that, I don't know. It's good to see a next gen game. It feels like a proper next gen game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly.
So, yeah, it's exciting.
What shocked me, and it's in the article as well, is that the beta is only 30 gig.
Is there only one map?
Yeah, that's why I was like, this seems very small. Like, I'm sure when the game comes out, adds everything else. Like, people are saying that with the campaign, the co-op stuff, more multiplayer content and all that, it'll be over 100 gig. But the fact that the beta was only 30 gig, I'm like, okay.
The 70 gig must not include something. Like, that just seems crazy. That seems really low. But anyway,
doesn't it?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Maybe. I hope this launch goes well. I hope the servers work because, like, I feel like a bit of pressure on Call of Duty won't be a bad thing. And something that Call of Duty always does really well at launch is work. So I hope Battlefield can match that.
Yeah, I think COD need to stress a little bit this year. I think.
Yeah. I think this is unfortunate. The unfortunate thing for Call of Duty. You say what you want, good or bad, say what you want, but they show up every year. They show up with a decent amount of content. Oh, I know doesn't always feel that way. But what I'm trying to get to is like, this feels really unlucky for Call of Duty to be having like their off year, like their smaller year, and like this is when Battlefield 6 is having Battlefield's probably biggest year in at least a decade.
Yeah,
like crazy how quickly things can turn around. But to be fair, we know Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will launch and work on day one. We don't know Battlefield 6 will, so we'll see what happens.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Very excited.
And we will be there. From beta to launch, we'll be there, baby. We'll be there. Well, mate, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you so very much for having me.
Oh, of course, mate. We'll be back next week. You know, it's crazy. We went full Battlefield, but like, just so everybody knows, yes, there was an Nintendo Direct. It was good. And yes, the THQ Nordic thing is happening tonight. We will have a reaction up on the channel. We'll probably talk about the rest of that stuff next week. But for now, it's Battlefield time. We're happy. It's good. It's a good time to be a Battlefield fan. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the podcast, feel free to like, subscribe, follow, heart, do everything you can to boost it up wherever you're watching it. We really do appreciate it. If you are watching on YouTube, there's links to all of our stuff. We'll also send you to the website, oneupgames.com, where we have a whole bunch of articles on Battlefield, and we will probably have more in the days and weeks to come. So be sure to check out the website. But that is going to do it for us this week. We really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Go play some Battlefield, everyone. Go play some Battlefield 4's on sale, Battlefield 3's on sale. Go play something, you know. Go play some Delta Force. It's basically Battlefield. Go get out there and have some fun. But that is going to do it from us. Until next time, may all of your games be good ones, and we will catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.